Good to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon for basketball here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Bobby Portis, and it's Parrish in at the 5. They've got Robin Lopez, and it's Harper in at the point guard position. Pass to Rodman. Now here's Lopez. Here's Harper. Shot clock at 6, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Pippen. Going inside from 11 feet away, and too long on the shot. Here's Harper, guarded by Payton. Pass to Petrovic. To the left wing. Here's Rodman. Parrish with a rebound. Chicago with the ball. Out to the right wing. Petrovic passes to Pippen. Inside. Here's Payton. Rebounded by Lopez.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. First team foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for your home team, Michael Jordan, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So hits one and misses one at the line. Outside Payton. Tipped away. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Pass to Jordan. Here's Petrovic. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Lopez with the steal, and they're on the run. Pushing it up now. Pass to Petrovic. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Harper. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The floater, and it's good on the lay-in.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Outside Payton. Oh, he couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. Sabonis, he's checked in for Lopez. Here's Harper. Pass to Jordan. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter, and it's in there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Paul. Here's Pierce. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
Well, the vision and the understanding of Chris Paul is something to behold.
Pass to Jordan. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Petrovic. That shot is off.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Team foul. First personal foul.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. That one misses. Here's Fernandez. Now covers. Oh, nice shot by Fernandez. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Up top, Paul. Yet to see a basket. Outside, Porzingis. Counted from distance.
But he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
Here's Fernandez. Chicago with a rebound. Powell outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Yabusele. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Here's Harper. Knocks down the 18-footer. Harper's got 6.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
Paul can't get it to go.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Harper. One second left. And so the first quarter is in the books. They lead by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And it's Harper in at the point. Porzingis misses. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
And for Chicago, we've got Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Pierce in at the shooting guard position. And he makes both free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Parsons. Here's Perkins. Shots blocked. And for the Bulls, and it's Perkins in at the 4 spot. Here's Harper. And the bucket is good. Harper's got 8.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Here's Parrish, covered by Lopez. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Chicago's shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. Both shots good from the stripe. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Harper passes to Doncic. Pass to Harper. Deflected. Here's Pippen. Still no points. Here's Parker. And Burke pulls it down.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Hits the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
You see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide open looks.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's Parker. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Pippen. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
And the shot goes down. Burke's got his first points of the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Now here's Parker. Pass to Pippen. Here's Perkins. No dice from the high post. Harper passes to Doncic. No good on the triple. Chicago trails by 12. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Count that one.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here's Harper. Parker defending. Harper passes to Burke, and that one is stuffed right through.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Here's Pippen, still without a bucket. Knocked away. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Pass to Rodman. Back to Doncic. Here's Petrovic. Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Petrovic has got 8 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Burke on the wing. Pass to Doncic. Back to Burke. Doncic outside. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Chicago trails by 15. Here's Pippen. And Burke pulls it down. Burke's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Petrovic. He takes it in. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Parker. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Here's Harper. A 17-point lead, their biggest. 23 seconds left in the second. Here's Yabusele. From deep, Jordan. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Now here's Paul. No points so far. Pass to Pierce. Looking to end the run. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Robin Lopez, and it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Here's Parrish, covered by Lopez. Parked it down low that time, got hit with the 3-second call.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Fader on the way. They swipe it. Here's Petrovic, covered by Lopez. Rejected by Lopez. Petrovic passes to Jordan. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Payton. Here's Pippen, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Petrovic. To the right side. Jordan, the pass to Rodman. 6 to shoot. Here's Harper. Count the basket. Harper's got 10 points.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pass to Parrish. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Payton against Jordan. Here's Lopez, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Boy, just always aggressive under the rim. Robin Lopez earning his keep tonight.
Pass to Parsons. Here's Parrish, covered by Lopez. Here's Parrish. Here's Petrovic. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Jordan. Rodman, the pass to Jordan. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Doesn't go that time. Chicago trails by 20. Here's Pierce. He's scoreless. Pass to Payton. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Lopez can't hit.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Out to the right wing. Here's Petrovic. Here's Parsons. 5 on the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. The shot, no good. Now Payton. Pass to Pierce. Here's Parrish. Goes back up. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Jordan.
Just solid, tight pick-and-roll situation from Lopez. Something he runs very well.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
1:07 left in the third quarter. Pass to Pierce. Powell with it. No points yet. Snatched away.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Fernandez has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Powell outside. Beyond the arc. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Here's Yabusele. To the wing, right side. Here's Fernandez. Now covers. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot on the way. Pass to Sabonis. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Harper. Shoots over Paul. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort. Not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Bulls, we've got Norman Powell, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Chris Paul, and it's Pierce in at the small forward position. And he makes it.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Bobby Portis, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Sanchez. Pass to Burke. Drops in the layup for 2.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
At the line for the Bulls, Gary Payton.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
This guy moves so well with the ball in his hands, and Doncic knows how to initiate contact and get himself to the line when he puts it on the deck.
Pippen, he's checked in for Chicago. Now here's Parker. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
I tell you, at 7'3", to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
Pass to Rodman. Here's Petrovic. Here's Doncic. And Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Doncic passes to Sabonis.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's Parker. Pass to Parrish. To the inside. Parsons. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
How about Parsons able to finish strong at the rack?
Here's Rodman. Petrovic passes to Lopez. Chicago with a rebound. Parrish has got 4 rebounds in the game. Chicago trails by 20. Here's the 3. Parker, no good. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Harper passes to Rodman, right wing. Here's Harper. Chicago with a rebound. Now here's Parker. To the middle. Here's Parsons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Well, beating the defender to the punch there, Parsons is so crafty.
And he knocks down the first one. Chicago making a switch here. Payton's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Home team.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And now, your dance team.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside but cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. Pass to Rodman.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Here's Petrovic. Here's Rodman. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. The ball's knocked loose. A minute 39 left to play in the fourth. From 11 feet away. And that one's long.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate, and they're rarely fooled.
Here's Petrovic. Now Lopez. Hits the jump hook. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Portis outside. Here's Parrish. Covered by Lopez. Pass to Petrovic. Fires the three. Petrovic with a rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Lopez with it. And he lays it up and in.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Pippen. Launches a three. On target from range.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's Rodman. 27 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Petrovic. Shot clock at 5. And there's the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Outside Payton. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And we'll see you next time.